Thank you so much for coming to and attending our first Healthy UU Zoom class. We're going to have a really great time, and we're going to have a little dialogue, and we're going to have some sharing. So I just kind of wanted to go over a little bit. We are all adults here, and I just wanted to share a little reminder to please mute yourself when we start. And then please respect one another. We all have different backgrounds, opinions, and perspectives. And save your questions until the end of the class. I'm going to be giving, we'll have a 15-minute reserve for just Q&A. And so we'll have a lot of time for that. And it's encouraged to have something to take notes with. If you want your tablet, your iPad, your paper, your laptop, whatever, but it's encouraged to have that. Okay. And I'll give a 5-minute time after each slide. So now I'm going to go ahead and share our screen. Okay. Good. Can everybody see this slide?
Yes.
Okay. All right. All right. Okay. All right. Let's get started. Today we're setting strategies for healthy living. Starting out on a new journey can be stimulating. Think about your goals for yourself and this plan. What is your process for setting goals? What type of goals do you have in mind here? Visualize yourself through this process. What is it you hope to learn? What makeovers would you like to make? What accomplishments have you already had? Take some time to write down your thoughts. Would anybody like to share, or shall we go on to the next slide? You all can unmute yourselves if anybody has something to share. All right. Okay, let's go on to the next one. Setting strategies for healthy living. 3 months in, I want you to visualize what is your mental picture of yourself for the next 3 months. What would you like to change by then? Take some time to write down your thoughts. Okay. All right, let's go into our next slide, slide number 4. Why isn't it showing it? I'm trying to, oh, okay, here we go. All right, now that's better. Setting strategies for a healthy living. 6 and 12 months in a half a year and a year from now, what do you have completed for yourself? What is your mental picture of the healthier behaviors you have embraced? What is different about you and your rapport with food and others? Take some time to write your thoughts down. I'm going to give you 5 minutes and you all can respond. If you've got something to share, it's great to have a dialogue. By all means, share. And you just need to unmute yourselves. Anybody have anything to share as how you're going to do this, if you've got anything?
I think I need examples of healthier behaviors. I mean, I'm thinking I need more time to just sit and read or relax instead of having lists of things to do. What are some other healthier behaviors?
We're gonna go into this. There's going to be there's 16 topics, and we're going to go into this in more in depth. Right now, we're kind of just going through this because I want you to get some strategies going. But we'll go into that. So don't worry.
So we
about
need to all come up with our own healthier behaviors.
Everybody's got a different way of doing things, and if you write some of these down, these are your own individual thoughts, and these are going to be your goals, and your goals are personal, each individual ones. So there won't be any responses collected or reviewed. This is for your benefit.
I just needed ideas.
Yeah, we'll get to that, definitely. We're going to get to that. So don't fret, we'll be okay. Okay, weekly targets. Long-term goals are something you want to accomplish but may take a while to reach, such as dropping weight or reducing your blood pressure. This is where action plans come in. You set weekly plans that are sensible and that you are likely to accomplish so you can experience victory all along your journey. Concentrate on what you can and want to do and how to do it. What are you going to do? What days and time are you going to do it? How much or for how long are you going to do it? Action plan examples. This week, I will walk before lunch on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for 20 minutes. This week, I will eat at least one vegetable serving every day at lunch. And I understand that a lot of you are already doing this because I know you and we've been able to talk about it. And I do understand that a lot of you already are doing this and you're very involved in your health and exercising and things like that. Action planning tips. State your plan clearly. Make sure that it's both stimulating and manageable. Think about why it is relevant to you. What are the benefits? Think about what ways and means you may need and who can assist or encourage you to be successful. If you have somebody that lives with you or you have family that you can talk to and have encouragement, that's always very helpful. Picture yourself completing the goal. Rehearsing your new habit in your mind makes it easier to do. What will you do to make a real difference? Eat the right amount to meet your needs. Start or build your fitness program. Do strength training routinely to increase lean muscle mass. Make healthier food choices. Increase daily movement, and consider ways to make these behaviors a lifestyle. Anybody have any questions so far? Or any want to share anything? Okay. How do you create the right balance for healthy eating? Living healthy means many things. Review the calorie balance below and think about where you want to start. Calories in are a measure of the energy in the things we eat. Calories out are the measure of the energy burned by the things we do. You can affect your health by focusing on both calories in and calories out. Calories in are carbohydrates, protein, fat, and alcohol. Calories out are body system functions, digestion, daily activity, and exercise. Anybody have any questions on this? Everybody okay?
We're here.
Okay, good. All right. Okay, picture this healthy plate. Picture this. I want you to picture in your mind a 9-inch plate. This is called my plate. And it's imagine a 9-inch plate in 3 sections. This is the new, this is over. They no longer are using the pyramid, the healthy pyramid. It's called My Plate. You can go to choosemyplate.gov to see this, the healthy. It's called My Plate. And these are the guidelines that they're using now. The healthy plate is going to consist of protein. It's going to be 1/2 is going to be vegetables. 1/4 is going to be protein. 1/4 is going to be whole grains. Protein is going to be 5 to 6 servings a day of turkey, chicken, fish, eggs, cheese, beans, tofu. Your grains are going to be, or grains or starch, 6 servings a day. Whole grains and starchy vegetables. Vegetables of equals 5 or more servings a day. Whole vegetables. And fats is going to be 4 servings a day. It's oil, avocados, nuts, and olives. And water, of course, water 64 ounces a day. Fruit, 2 to 3 servings a day. Whole fruits, that's whole fruits. Not blended, it's going to be whole fruits. Low-fat dairy and alternatives, that's going to be 2 to 3 servings a day. Low-fat milk, yogurt, soy milk. And flavorings instead of salt, especially if you're watching, if you've got high blood pressure and you're watching your salt, your herbs, spices, fresh lemon, and lime. Choosing foods that fill your healthy plate. Fruits and vegetables get their colors from the different nutrients they hold. Aim to eat every color throughout the day and week to take in all of these nutritional nutrients. Choose more often whole grains, vegetables, low-fat dairy, seafood, fruits, nuts, and legumes. Choose often red meats, processed meats, refined grains, sugar-sweetened foods, and drinks. Okay, here is how do you get moving? The American College of Sports Medicine recommends specific goals for how much activity to aim for. Think about where you are right now and then think about where your path toward these goals will be. I want you to use this chart to track your progress throughout your program, like your physical activity. Where are you now? And I understand 10,000 steps a day. That's just a recommended. You don't actually need to start at that point. Remember, this is baby steps, ladies. We're going to put this journey together, and we're taking baby steps. If you're just starting, if you're very active and you're doing this, then great, keep it up. So, are any of you? How about sharing some of your experiences with how you're getting moving right now? Unmute yourselves. Okay, anybody want to share?
Yes, I go to the river and walk with my dog about a half mile every morning. And then I also walk in my house, try to do really fast walking. And then I do an exercise tape 20 minutes a day.
Wonderful. Wow, Mary, that's great. That's really good. Okay, that's awesome. So do you use a pedometer or anything like that to measure steps?
No.
No? Good. So that, and are you, well, I guess if you walk your dog, it's a pretty good steady pace.
Yes, I chose the dog that goes the fastest.
That's pretty awesome. Oh my goodness, that's great. Are you encountering a lot of people walking in the place where you're at?
I purposely go on the trail that has no people because she tends to bark at them.
Uh-huh.
I want to avoid that.
Good. Okay, good. How about somebody else? Let's share.
I do one of the PBS exercise programs every day. I've been doing it for quite a while.
Well, that's great. How long is it?
It's about 30 minutes.
Good. That's perfect. That's good. Okay. Anybody else?
You want us to just speak up?
Yeah, that would be, yeah, that's great.
I do yoga every day, and I do a tape on PBS every day, and I walk about 3 times a week. I live next to the Veterans Memorial Park, and they have it's 4 miles from my place to the end of the trail and back. So that.
And Carol and I used to run into each other once in a while on that trail, but I have slacked off of walking during the summer. I just am not getting out walking. I realize I could get out walking at 6 in the morning, but I don't do it. So that one of my goals is to get walking back into my rotation. We do swim, or at least I swim, about a half a mile. It takes about 40 minutes. And the sessions over at the Aquatic Center are 45-minute sessions. So I can squeak in. And I do that usually 5 times a week, but not walking. So and then we were doing 2 sessions of a circuit for, working all the different muscles. And then when COVID hit, I have not wanted to go back into the gym. So not doing that either. So those are some things I'm hoping to, I know you can watch a tape and use cans, but somehow it's not the same, but yes.
And I totally agree. I used to go to the Aquatic Center, and I used to go, where the slide is at the Aquatic Center?
Yes.
Okay, that area, I'd go there by myself because in the morning, there was no children, and I would borrow the weights that they have, because I used to attend the aquatic center, the exercise classes. That was until before I got diagnosed. And
Yeah.
then, so when I was doing that, I would go by myself and just do the exercises in the water with the weights, because I had learned how to use it. And then COVID hit, and I also was walking, and COVID hit, and this has really turned our lives upside down. And I understand that. And I try to, I have a recumbent bike in the house, and I've been trying to use that, but it's very difficult. And I really understand, how everybody is feeling about this. And I really commend all of you ladies that are, you're doing your exercises at home and walking outside. If you can walk outside, that's wonderful, because the sun is vitamin D and it's good for you. But my neighbors, there's quite a few neighbors that walk in the morning, so I haven't done that, but hopefully I'll be able to get back into that soon enough. But your physical activity is your starting point. You can do whatever starting point you want, and then kind of track a little bit, like 3 months, 6 months, and 12 months. Even if you don't have a pedometer, then do your like Carol, like Mary. She doesn't, but she tracks her time, which is great. Then just track your time and do on your favorite activities. Write down, that you go to the river and you walk with your dog. That's a favorite activity. Otherwise, you wouldn't do it. And for strength, your strength would be also, goal is at least 2 to 3 days a week to get your strength going.
Oh, I did have a question. I think Carol and Shirley both mentioned a PBS exercise tape. What do you choose? Where is this online at pbs.org or?
Yeah. We know it's on the TV.
It is.
PBS station. I think Diane mentioned she does one too. I do, oh gosh, Eccentrics it's called. It
Yeah.
comes on.
That's what I do too.
Tricks? Okay.
What, classical stretch or something like that. It's the same thing.
It's on at 6, which is too early for me, so I tape it, record it, and then.
And I purchase the DVDs and just play them when I have time. So.
Okay.
It's very good because it's kind of slow and easy going, mostly stretching more than strength building. Wouldn't you say?
And balance too.
That's true.
And you use your body parts as the weights. You don't need any weights.
That's wonderful.
Excellent.
That's really great.
This is Rosa, and I would like to share something with you guys.
Oh,
Sure.
good.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Let me pull out my video here so you guys are able to. Can you see me now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, good. I just finished. I just want to share with you that ARP in Las Cruces have a contract with ARP actually in Santa Fe, and you're able to register for free to 2 different classes. One is the balance class on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 2 to 3. And then the other one is Mondays and Wednesdays is the yoga by Judith. And I have used the tapes. I have some tapes and I have done, yoga myself. But I noticed that after I started the classes, I feel a lot more enthusiastic because I'm doing it with other people, right? And it's 1 hour each, and they're for free. So I encourage you, if you're interested, you can register. And if you're not able to attend, that's fine. But I found doing 2 hours per week of balance and 2 hours per week of yoga with them. Really, I guess I noticed that I do it longer and more often because there's that extra motivation that I'm doing it with other people.
And Rosa, this is on Zoom, right?
Yes, this is on Zoom, and through the, and it's through the ARP Tucson, Las Cruces chapter. You can go, I can, if you want it, I can send you the information, Trudy, and then you can send it to everybody.
Absolutely, absolutely.
That'd be great.
Thank you so much, Rosa, for sharing. Yes.
And can I say something else too? I really, since I moved here from Tucson, they have a lot of walking groups over there, and I have been having trouble finding other people to walk with. So I'm always, as a 65-year-old, I'm always concerned with safety. So I was happy to hear that Carol lives by the Veterans Memorial, because on a couple of occasions, I also live on Roadrunner, and I have gone and walked over there. But I wondered if you guys would be interested in, through the church, maybe setting up some walking groups. As females and seniors, safety sometimes is an issue, and you don't want to walk alone, because if something happens to you, there's nobody to assist you or to help you. So going with other people helps. I also find that you don't even have to talk, but the company, studies are showing that the company of others in the conversation actually helps you mentally besides physically.
Okay.
A good idea.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Okay, let's go on to the next one. Okay, start slow and progress at your own speed. Don't forget to celebrate your accomplishments along the way, please, please. And this is really, really important, this note. If you have a chronic condition, recommendations on exercise time and intensity may vary. Please talk to your doctor before starting an exercise program, okay? This is real important. Okay, chain of happenings. Habits are behaviors that you do with little plan or thought. This can make it seem like they are out of your control, but you have the power to replace old habits and make new ones. Through repeated efforts to start a new behavior, you can change your chain of events. Look at these steps. Think of how a person could change their shopping habits tomorrow. So start thinking about this to do this tomorrow. A trip to the market, walking down the snack aisle, buying potato chips, put potato chips on counter. When you get home, feeling tired and bored, urge to eat, take chips to the TV, eat the whole bag of potato chips, and not just potato chips, snacks, candy and things like that. And then feeling sick and feeling like a failure. This is your link. You have a link, and then you've got a link breaking strategy. The link is a trip to the grocery store. Your link breaking strategy is take a list, shop when you're not hungry, shop with a friend, ask friend, family, or partner to do your shopping, your husband or significant other. And when you're walking down the snack aisle, shop from your list. Remember to focus on where the fresh food is located. When you're buying potato chips, again, shop from your list. Look for healthy snacks. Okay, what could healthy snacks be? Anybody?
Nuts.
Good.
Fruit.
Good.
Vegetables,
Good.
peanut butter
Pop-
with the fruits and
popcorn.
Yes. Great. Those are great snacks.
nuts.
Healthy snacks, fruits, nuts. That's definitely great snacks. Okay, and when you put your treats on the counter, put your treats in an opaque container so that you don't see them. And then store treats in hard to reach places. It's like, okay, if I can't reach it, then I forget about it. Okay, feeling tired and bored. If you're feeling tired and bored, rest. Take a walk, stretch, go over lists of things you enjoy and do. Do something. If you've got a hobby, go out and do the hobby for a little bit. And sometimes that gets you out of your rut and feeling bored. And then urge to eat. Check for real hungry. Check that you are really hungry, and have healthy treats available. Fruit, nuts, things just like what you just said. Get busy. Focus. Focus on something you need to do. Maybe you've been putting off something, and maybe that would be the time for you to do it. Drink
Trudy,
water. Yes.
can I share another thing that I do? I have a list of short-term and long-term things to do.
Yes.
So, and with my brain, sometimes I forget, when I'm bored or whatever, so I can always go back to the list and says, oh, yes, I need to do this. So to distract my mind from the food.
Well, and when you're done, make sure that you either write it, with a red ink, or check it off. And then that way you've seen that you've accomplished that, and you're ready to go to the next one. That's good. That's really good.
Wow, that's really impressive, Rosa. You're very organized.
Let me tell you, those lists, Trudy, I do have them on my cell phone, on the calendar.
Yeah.
So, and that includes going to the post office. So I order the food and go and pick it up, so I don't go inside. But I noticed that then I erase it. On this day, I did this, so I erase it. And so over the month, I just keep adding things and deleting things throughout the month.
That's good. That works. Whatever works for you. Everybody's got a different way of doing that. So whatever works for you is great. Okay. When you take treats to the TV, eat only in the kitchen. Try to eat only in the kitchen. Do one thing or another, either eat or watch TV. I know that sometimes that's a little bit hard, because we're so tied to the television. And I live alone, so I really need to change that habit, because I do eat and on a TV tray and in the living room. And that's one habit that I need to work on. So, and eating the whole bag of potato chips. Okay. We need to get you a small bowl and fill that little bowl with chips. And then if you want to go and eat at the TV and you're watching TV, that's great. But eat slowly and purposely. And then that way, if you've got that bowl, you eat it and you're done, and you don't have, you feel good because you didn't eat the whole bag of potato chips. You just had a measured helping. So that'll help. And if you're feeling sick or you're feeling like a failure, be kind to yourself. Encourage yourself to avoid should and all or nothing thinking. Acknowledge your mistake and learn from them. And don't self-pity. Don't self-pity, take action. It's like, oh, I'm so sad, or I feel bad, or I did this, and you're pitying yourself. Go for a walk. Call a friend. Do something that you enjoy. This, ladies, is a process, and you will develop skills to handle this occurrence. How do you define success? As you start something new, it's normal to have hiccups as you move forward. Your journey is not always going to be a smooth road. You will have twists, turns, bumps, and sometimes a U-turn. How you define it makes a difference whether or not you reach your goals. This is a little quiz. and can give you a better understanding of your ideas of success. Use it to help you find your way to increase your self-encouragement. Put a number next to each statement using 1, always like me, 2, usually like me, 3, sometimes like me, 4, not like me at all. Okay, number 1, I enjoy learning new things. Go ahead and put the number that you think applies to you. I feel anxious, bored, if I'm not working towards some purpose. I consider difficult tasks and challenges as exciting. When I start an activity, I like to see it through the end. I like to share my battles with others to get feedbacks and ideas. There are very few targets that I have set and not finished. I always liked being in school. I know I can do anything I set my mind to. When I get something done, when I can't get something done, I start problem solving. I have seldom failed at anything. I value constructive feedback and use it to better myself and my work. When it comes to doing a job, the tasks I do daily matter. To me, achievement of goals are exciting and motivating. If you gave most items a 1 or 2, you may be more likely to enjoy the challenges of learning something new. If you scored many with 3 or 4, think of how you define success. Exercise affirmations that help you look at challenges as learning opportunities rather than setbacks and failures. We have come to the end of our first topic, and I'd like to, let me get the gallery here. Okay, here we go. All right, so this is kind of, I just wanted to kind of give you an introductory of what's going to be coming in. We're going to do this once a month, and it'll probably be like, I'll be sending out an announcement of the day of each class that we're going to be having. And there's going to be different topics. There's going to be 16 topics that we're going to do. And we're going to be doing it once a month for each different topic. And Sarah's going to set it out where you can go back and refer to each different topic that we do, so that if you've got questions or you forgot, then you can go back and look at it and look at the slide. And if you've got, and then we can, you've got questions, you can email them to me, and I'll get back to you on the answers and things of that nature. The 16 topics that we're going to have is starting and progressing your fitness routine, increasing your confidence, creating strategies for long-term success, building strength, creating healthy meals and snacks. There's going to be lots of good recipes, and there's going to be some really good things for us to share. Changing habits for your health, balancing calories in versus calories out, understanding eating behaviors, dining out successfully, overcoming barriers to your fitness routine, finding your motivation, reading labels to make healthy choices, taking control over stress, and burning calories with cardio. So those are 16 topics that we're going to be sharing for each month. So we are at, remember, it's all about baby steps, and it's whatever works for you and whatever makes you feel healthy. And then also these slides, what I'm going to be sharing with you, the information is I was able to get it from the Diabetes Association. Everything is credible as far as what I'm going to be doing. I've gotten information from the CDC, all of these different sites. So like I said, all the information is credible. It's not anything that I just pulled out of my, out of my hat and shared with you. So that's what we're going to do. How about we do a little bit of Q&A for the rest of this time? So everybody unmute yourselves and share whatever you would like, and we can go from there.
Well, I have a question.
Sure.
We're only going to do this once a month?
Yes, for each different topic. The topics, like I said, are the ones that I just read to you.
Right.
Everyone is going to be in detail as far as starting starting and progressing your health, your fitness routine. And there's going to be exercises that I'll be sharing and how to do it, and all of this is going to be put on a PowerPoint.
If you do need it to look back on it though, we will have it uploaded on the UU Church LC's YouTube page. So it'll be up there as well.
Right.
So you said we could write to you, Sarah, but we could also go to the YouTube page?
Yes. So if anyone wants a copy of the PowerPoint, you can send me an email and I'll send it back to you. I've also uploaded it in the chat. So you can try to download it right now as well. So yeah, those are two options, but we'll also have it up on the YouTube page if you just want to go back and look it over again.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Anybody else would like to share anything?
Trudy, I would like to give you some feedback.
Yes, go ahead.
I really love your approach to I guess, to present the information because it includes physical and mental tips. I appreciate it very much. I also like the fact that you are going to be providing opportunities for people to exchange ideas and resources. So I congratulate you because your format is very, very good.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And that's the whole idea, is for everybody to share. If something works for you and you're really excited about it, please share. That's great. I mean, that's how we learn. And like I said, this is baby steps. And if we can learn from each other and share, that would be great. A lot of times, people have things and we don't even think about it. And it's like, oh, wow, that sounds like a good idea. And it's motivating yourself and doing different things that we haven't done before. Anybody else? Annette, you're always have any ideas? Anything that you'd like to share?
No, that's why I'm here, because ever since COVID started, I've just been kind of cooped up in my house, not doing anything, and so I thought maybe somebody's going to kick me in the ass and get me in front of the door.
Well, I'm going to try really hard, Annette. Okay, I'm really going to try hard.
Really, because I don't have any little animals that I have to walk or because I just recently read this statistics that how long people with dogs walk their dogs,
Yes.
And well, it was a European statistic, and it was like the British walk their dogs on average 3 hours a day.
Oh gosh!
I know.
Wow.
And the Germans were kind of like behind, was only like 2 hours and 50 something minutes, and I'm going like, God damn, you guys are slacking off. And and then somebody in the remarks was going like, yeah, the Americans are not there. And I'm going like, yeah, and what should people with no dogs do? Abduct the neighbor's dog or something?
Yeah, exactly. I don't have a dog either, and it's like, okay, I can walk my patio, I can walk outside back and forth, but I want something kind of different, kind of fun. So,
But
and like I said, this is just an introductory of kind of how we're going to do this class, that, and I wanted you to just kind of to kind of see how it's going to be run. So the next one, starting and progressing your fitness routine. That's going to be, it's going to be, jumping in there and giving you ideas and things like that. I was watching a video on YouTube yesterday on Chinese and how they eat, and wow, it's, and how they're so healthy and they're so thin. Well, the only bad thing is now they're opening up McDonald's and, Burger Time, Burger King and Kentucky Fried Chicken, but they're still a lot slimmer than the US. But the things that they eat and the things, and they don't eat a lot of meat. They don't eat a lot of meat. They eat a lot of fish, rice, and they do eat. They do have pork and chicken, but it's not a lot. But my goodness, they walk everywhere. They walk everywhere.
Yes.
I was like, oh my God, every day. It's a constant walk. And I thought, how embarrassing. I don't get off my tush. And I, probably if I did and I just would move more, things would change for me. But I think it's it's a process, and it's going to be baby steps. Like I said, we tend to do all or nothing. Oh, I didn't lose 10, 15 pounds this month. No, that's not the gist of it. You've got to do it healthy. You've got to do it in a way that's not going to disillusion you and give up. It's baby steps. It's baby steps. And I think we all are doing a great job. Carol and Mary, my goodness, walking your dog. When you need a dog walk, let me know. I'll go get one. I don't have that. So a little bit of a tidbit. I am going to have surgery on Wednesday. So I'm going to be out for maybe I don't know. We'll just see. Maybe a week or two. It depends. They're going to cut my left arm open, and I'm going to have a fistula put in. But that's why go over the questions. Go over this PowerPoint, and if you jot it down, questions and things like that, email them to me or Sherry, and she can email them to me, and then I can get back with you. And then I'll put things prepared for next month and have it ready for us. Okay?
Okay.
I have another question. Rosa,
Yes.
could I have contact information for you? I'd like us to figure out a couple of times when we could walk in the behind
I would
off-road
love
running.
that. And I was going to suggest maybe later on, as we get to know each other, more, that we should, exchange information, because like right now, I wrote Sarah's email address, because if Trudy is going to go for surgery, then I want to send the information on ARP to someone that will send it someone else, right? But,
Yes,
Trudy, you're talking Sherry. Where can I get Sherry's email?
Sherry, you can send that to me today, and then I will go ahead and send it to Sherry.
And what is your email?
My email is Trudy, Trudy,
yes,
at uuchurchlc
Sure. Okay. Okay.
.org.
At that org.
Yeah,
Okay.
UU Church.
And Susan, I can give you my phone number and my email. I have no problem because I also live alone, and I do believe that I'm a social worker. So one of the concerns that I have with the coronavirus, I was very active with the Senior Amigos group, is about those individuals that are alone and whose mobility is going to be impacted because of the isolation that we have to, endure. And as a social worker, I know, that I need to do things and everything, but lots of times, this is taking a long time. And once again, I'm concerned with some of the seniors that they no longer have that, that opportunity to go and do the exercises or the yoga or the music, and they're stuck at home. And I always think when I see them again, they might not be able to be as mobile as they were before. So yes, my phone number is area code 520-885-2142. And my
Can I read
email.
that back to you? 520-885-2142.
Yes. And my email is rimorales89@gmail.com.
Okay, that's great. And ladies,
Thanks.
if any of you have anything to share, by all means, either send it to me, and
Okay.
then I can forward it to Sherry. So
Good.
I will be looking. I'll look at my email every once in a while. I won't be. I don't think. I'm really hoping that it won't hinder me too bad, and that I'll heal pretty quick. So.
Well,
But-
I hope your surgery goes well.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes. Does that have to do with your digestive system? I thought a fistula.
No, it has I'm in renal failure,
Oh.
Ooh.
and right now I'm at 19%.
Okay.
So we're getting ready. I'm still stable, which is, thank God. I've been stable, and we're hoping my nephrologist and I've already gone through testings. I have a disease that's called alec-2 amyloidosis, and there's no cure. It attacked the kidney and obliterated the kidneys. So and it's really strange because they just found out about it in 2008, and it affects Hispanics, people from Punjabi, Native American, and it's just it's hereditary. I mean, it's like, I mean, it's not hereditary.
It's genetics.
It's genetics. That's what I wanted to know. I wanted to say it's genetics. So thank God, when the first thing out of my mouth when the doctor told me is it genetics? And he said no. So I have 2 babies and they're okay. So thank goodness for that.
So your surgery is Wednesday?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, we'll be sending you.
And to answer your question, Mary, the surgery is to get me ready for dialysis, because it'll take about 4 to 6 weeks to heal, so they can use that vein as a port for dialysis.
I see.
And I'm hoping, and we're also hoping that I will be stable through the winter, and I'll be stable until the new year before we can start dialysis, simply because of the COVID. But it's been okay. I've been okay. I haven't had depression or anything like that. My faith is very big. I'm very big on my God.
Well, Trudy, let us know if there's anything that we can help, because I mean, doing for others is also something that actually makes people feel happier.
Yeah.
And as a social worker, when I was teaching at Pima Community College, I usually have my students do a community service project at the end of the semester.
Uh-huh.
And we have lots of volunteers from the community, and I emphasize to the students, number one, happiness for people is precisely doing for others. So we provide the opportunity. But a lot of times as a social worker, I can tell you that we don't want help from anybody. Sometimes it's cultural, sometimes it's because of the profession, but allow us, you know, if necessary, and count on us, you know, if you need anything, please.
Thank you so much, because my son, I only have 2 babies, and my son is in Denver, my daughter's in California. They wanted to come, and I said, no. This is not a time for you to travel, and I'll be all right. So I'll be all right. And thank you, ladies. Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate this, and we will be talking, and I'll let you know when our next class is going to be as we get closer in October. Okay. Okay. If you have questions, by all means, let me know, or let Sherry know, and then she'll get in contact with me. Okay.
Sounds good.
Have a wonderful week and weekend, and enjoy and stay safe.
Yes, we'll keep you in
Thank
our
you.
prayers. Thank you for everything.
Thank you so much.
Nice
you.
meeting you,
Bye.
ladies. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Thank
Good
you.
to see everybody.